Hello shrimp and fish people, hope you guys doing well. For today I wanted to show you another one of my tanks, and this time this is a planted tank. You may not know, but in the beginning that's all I was doing, just planted tanks, and then I got crazy for shrimps and then started keeping shrimps, so now I can't get enough. I guess that's the side effect of shrimps. But anyways, here what you see is two fluval, well, one is fluval, what is it called, the Flora, and the other one is Ebby. Pretty much the same tanks, the only difference being that one gets the CO2, the other one doesn't. And the CO2 unit that comes with the setup is really not that great as well. So I am using a CO2 injection into this one, as you can see, but I use a paintball setup from Aquatec, and it works excellent. It's a little touchy on the setup, you can't really fine-tune it. Once you get it going, it's okay. I guess one of the things you could do is change the needle valve. Maybe I'll do that someday, I don't know. But the one on the left is running for about, I'd say probably around 10 months now, I think. There's only about 3 plants in there. The bottom one is the mini dwarf hairgrass, Iliocaris acesularis species mini. I hope I didn't butcher the name. Yeah, so that's the bottom one. It's doing okay. I had some issues with some staghorn algae, but I think I got it under control now. I used some hydrogen peroxide and threw in some amano shrimps, believe it or not, but they actually cleaned that stuff pretty good. The other plant I have in there is the mermaid weed, and that one is growing nice. It's a little too big for this tank, so as you can see here, it grows to the top and then it starts bending, and I gotta trim it, and it's okay when it's smaller. You can see some in the background there. When it's smaller, it looks nice. That one in the corner, that's the what is it called, the Styrogen repens, and it's doing really nice. I trimmed it a couple of times already, and you can see down here is it's starting to creep onto the grass, the carpet. It wants to basically make its own carpet, I guess, but I usually trim it down. But I like it the way it looks like. It just kind of fills in the gaps. I did have another plant in there. I trimmed it a little too much and it disappeared. I could put I actually like it without it. That was the Pogostemon erectus, and it grows too big. I love that plant the way it looks, but I hate the rooting system. It's got too much root. So yeah, okay, there's a moss ledge in there. I just threw that in there for it to start growing nicely because of the CO2. Come on, focus. And there it is. And that is the Cameron moss. This used to be a shrimp only tank, and you probably have seen the video with painted fire reds. Since then I moved them to a different tank, and this tank had Mishlings, and right now the only Mishlings in there are males, because I removed the females and put them with the Taiwan bees. So yeah, so that's it. The stones here, this is the dragon rock stone, I believe they call it, and just a branch of manzanita wood. And these little fishes here, they're so cute. They're the Chile mosquito rasboras and the spotted dwarf rasboras, and there's quite a few in there. I love these guys. They're so small. They can be in a small tank. They're awesome. The coloration is just so beautiful. There's some glare here, but you can see the difference. The Chile rasboras are the ones that are more red. Just beautiful, beautiful fish. There's some ram's horn snails in there, and I do have some pond snails in there, which I'm trying to get rid of. Those guys are, you can see right there. I don't know, they're okay, I guess, but their population just explodes. And I did catch them eat my bouquet philandris a few times, so I'm not a big fan of them. I'm gonna get some Malaysian trumpet snails for all my shrimp tanks as well. They're great for steering the substrate. So that is my planted system here. Another thing is the lighting that I use is just the regular fluval flora and or Abbey lights that come with it. They're fluorescents, and I just got, because I got two systems here, I took the light from the other one and put it onto here, so I got a little higher lighting, or probably medium lighting right now. And this other one has Aqua Ray Mini Habitat LED 400, I believe it's called. It's quite a mouthful. The filtration on this one, oh, there's some floating plants in there as well. I just put them in there to get them to live. The filtration system in this one is the C2 from Fluval hang-on filter, and it's a great filter. The only thing I don't like about it is they call this the wet-dry biomedia, and I can tell you that's not very good for the injected carbon dioxide injected systems, as a lot of carbon dioxide will escape. It works, but it's not perfect. Just for a shrimp tank, I find them awesome. There's a beautiful Michelin crystal shrimp, crystal red shrimp. If you guys want to keep these mini rasbora fish, make sure you have a lot of hiding spots, because they love to hide amongst tall plants, roots of floating plants. They just love that. They need that. There's an Nano shrimp. The mini fish usually are very shy because I mean, they're small, right? They're easy prey for everybody, so they just like to hide. In this one, there's no big fish, so they're actually swimming around. They like it. So that's that system. This other one here that I'll talk a little bit about it. This used to be the mixed shrimp tank. I think that's what it was called. There's a video about that. And it was just an old system running for 2 years, so I took it down, and originally I was just gonna take it down and put it on the side somewhere, but then I decided to actually set it up again. And this right now is just I'm just basically soaking in the manzanita branch, and yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. Little rock in there, and I'm gonna have some plants in the back there, obviously, and on the side. I didn't decide yet. I haven't decided yet which plants. There's a few that I have in mind, but when I'm ready to set this one up, I will take all the water out, take everything out basically, and I think I will film this. It will be a semi-planted / shrimp tank, I think, unless I decide to make it just only planted and injected with CO2 as well. I'm not sure. I might make a little moss tree there. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. The substrate in this one is the what is it? The Seacam plant substrate. I think they call it that was the new one, brown, mixed with full stratum. Not a big fan of it because it's big plates, and I don't know. I don't think it's as good for plants, especially carpeting plants. You want a finer substrate for carpeting plants. This one is a little too rough, too coarse, and apparently you never have to replace it. I don't think it has any buffering capabilities. It's just for growing plants. I think it probably has some kind it's porous, and I think if you dose your tank it will absorb the nutrients, and that's why you never have to replace it. I don't know. It was growing okay when I had plants in there. I actually had all taller plants in the back and HC Cuba in the front here, but I had, that's why there's Fluval Stratum, and it was doing quite well. Yeah, so that's that system. That's coming up. That's my project. That's what I gotta do. Yep. That's how they look together. This light on the right, it's really bright. The only problem I have, or not problem, but the only thing I don't like about it is that the beam, the light beam, is only at 80 degrees. Yeah, I like it a little, at least, well, 120 degrees, then the coverage is better. I believe that's why they put it so high, because this is the original manta ray. I think it's manta ray fixture for this mini habitat, mini LED 400, whatever the name is. Again, those are my favorite lights. The aqua ray just makes awesome lights. So that's that one. So there you have it. That's my planted tank. I still have another one, the corner tank, which is not in this room, and that's my Iwagumi. I might make another update on that tank. I did have some hair algae as well in that one, so, but I'm throwing in a lot of Amanos and Autosynclus as well. So yeah, so there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like it please, and subscribe if you haven't, and see you next time.